Yo, if you're around and you haven't played Global Battle Union, I suggest you do so straight away. Go onto the forums. There should be under the Battle Stadium, Battle Spot, past generations discussion thread. Find a few teams here. There's plenty of teams. Look at all these that I've put down there, and just find a friend and load up into some games. Honestly, GBU is just the best tier that has ever graced the cartridge meta. Pick 6, bring 6, pick 3 to go to battle. Every game, most games on Pokemon Showdown take about like 4 to 15. Well, no, I should say 40 to 50 turns. Sometimes you get in store versus store matchups. You have to play around Toxapex, and let's look at this generation. You have Toxapex, Porygon 2. All these Pokemon at lane, you have Dynamax with doubles HP. Doesn't make sense. It's just too complicated. Everything has a different skill. It doesn't make intuitive sense. It's like weakness policy and stuff like that really goes against the nature and the fun of the game. It's it's alright, but it's slow. You can play teams like this, or even worse, teams like this. So I don't see none of that shit in GBU. Even if he did, Congador would 6-0 this team and put it in the grave. Or else, you might see a moody Pokemon in all Thundurus in GBU, but you ain't gonna see this, man. You ain't gonna see like this. This is actually good in Oras. You ain't gonna see this fucker every game. GBU is what I like to call a savage game, but a gentleman's tier. In no other tier can you have a Pokemon that has choice. You can bring 3 Pokemon, one that has choice specs, one that has choice scarf, and one that has choice band, and that would be perfectly fine to bring into a game. Not that I have any team like that here. Maybe this one. This could be specs. Specs deep. Well, no. I don't know. Specs Volcarona and Scarf Suicune, maybe. Okay, that's not a good example. Let's find a team. Yeah, we could have Scarf Politoed, Specs Kingdra, and Bandit Dragonite. You could bring that to a battle, and that'd be perfectly fine to do. No other tiers like that. Games last 4 to 15 turns. You can do a game like every 4 or 5 minutes. It's not something that you have to spend hours thinking on. You click buttons, you do everything does tons of damage, everything takes tons of damage, but it has an intricacy to it about how to position, how to what free to bring, and that complexity that is generally endemic to BSS, but it's just more fun playing this tier than it is playing something that just gets that can drag on a bit. You can play anything as well. I think GBU honestly has the most room for unique strategies, unique Pokemon. I'm a big fan of Virizion. Here's a Virizion Mesprit team. I'd bring this to BSPL. I brought Sub-Disable Kingdra to BSPL. I brought this, which has 2 Pokemon that have block. Happily bring it. Like this stall, even the stalls are fucking baller. Look at this. This has skill. Okay. Originally, this team had double skill swap. You can run Dugong. Dugong. This is the only tier where you can run Dugong and it not be like a complete meme. This is Dugong's best tier. If you like Dugong, you should play GBU. Also, permanent sand, permanent rain, permanent hail. This is like the only tier where Bomber Snow is good. And yeah, other than that, you have powerhouses. Usual. Look, everything on here hits like a truck except Dugong. This is like Calm Mind, full special attack crest, Specs Heatran, Bandit D-Knight. This bulk up max attack Concord, this fucker has 140 attack. Scarf for Bomb Snow. There's no pussy mons here. There's no toxic pace. There's you see the odd Chansey, but like Chansey gets one shot by the best mon in the tier. And Skarmory doesn't do that much better. This team is actually not that good. Like Concord can 6-0 this team. But that's why you have to have tags. At the same time, you can use anything you want. Use Jolteon. Look, this team has Jolteon and regular Gyarados and Chandelure and a Metagross. Not a Mega Metagross. There's no Mega Metagross. Use Hitmonlee. Use this in a tournament game. Yeah, look, not even Mammo here. Pilot Wine. You can use Rain without even having a Rain Sweeper on it. Just because just because you can. Look at this. It has Specs Tornadus and a Life-Orb Zapdos. This is the OG Life-Orb Zapdos, not whatever they do in Dynamax. You don't need max S. Fuck that shit, man. Anyways, GBU is the greatest tier to ever do on this earth. It is a tier that doesn't play. I'm playing with Landorus. This is Landorus I. It ain't even Landorus T. This is Landorus I. With defensive Landorus I. And Tarak. Where else would you see Tarak? Tarak is good. It's flawed, but it's good. Where else do you see Smack Bash Corbets? Or, I don't know. This tier is just baller. It is honestly the best tier ever. And if you know anything about anything, you should watch BSPL. But go to the Battle Stadium forum. Go to Battle Stadium Singles. Go all the way down to here. Past this was red. Ignore most of these posts. Look at the GBU ones. Look at this, like look at Dark teams like Subsalak, Jinx, Crobat, Lantern, Xatu, Toxicroak actually not bad, Virizion, Moltres, Chandelure. You don't see these Pokemon anyway. You can they use anyone's look. This Azumarill. This is when it's just water type, man. That team's good. I've beaten top players with that team. Cobalion's actually decent. This thing is underrated, man. And as usual, only powerhouses. Got Wondrous, Latias, Suicune, 4 attack Suicune with extreme speed, and gems, Jaboka Berry. All the good stuff, man. Yeah, where else would you see someone use a Jaboka Berry? And then look, Ninetales Chansey. Even the stalls are fucking baller. Yeah, the stalls are like Dugong stall and or Warring stall and Ninetales stall. Just at least the stalls aren't lame. Anyways, if you know anything, then you should play GBU.